So what's the difference between extrinsic and intrinsic motivation? Research into student motivation typically breaks motivation into those two categories. Extrinsic motivation, which includes external motivators like grades and rewards, has been shown to have little to no influence on reading comprehension, but rather on students' desire to complete a task in return for a grade. It's characterized by compliance, recognition, and the desire to get good grades, and it assists the person in developing reading skills, but acquisition of such skills does not necessarily translate into lifelong sustainable reading for the extrinsically motivated. Intrinsic motivation, on the other hand, relates to a student's own self-expressed interests and values, their beliefs in their own competence, and their self-efficacy and perceived autonomy. With regards to motivation, reviews of the research have concluded that those individuals who are intrinsically motivated to choose their own reading materials, set aside a time and place to read, and are able to cope with learning distractions, and they cultivate reading to become a lifelong voluntary activity. On the other hand, when an individual develops a more goal-oriented view of reading, extrinsic motivation does not translate into lifelong sustainable reading. Other reviews plainly state that a student's intrinsic motivation correlates positively with their reading achievement and predicts their reading achievement over time. So, intrinsic motivation to read is key to the development of reading comprehension skills, reading speed, and recall skills such as paraphrasing or tellbacks. A 2011 survey of 1,508 students between 5th and 8th grade, using a combination of student questionnaires and standardized testing, showed positive unique effects of reading enjoyment and reading self-concept, and a negative unique effect of competition, an extrinsic motivator, on the initial level of reading performance. And a 2015 study of the reading habits and motivation of students in the UK between the ages of 11 and 16 concluded that adolescents' reading motivation predicted significant variance in their reading comprehension and summarization skills after accounting for word reading and text reading speed, and also predicted significant variance in text reading speed after accounting for word reading.